If you're a woman trying to lose fat, you're hitting the gym regularly, you're eating relatively well, and you're tracking every calorie that goes inside your body, and on top of that, you're eating and sleeping reasonably well. Even with all those efforts, you see your progress is painfully slow. In that case, probably you are suffering from PCOS. Over the last 2 weeks, I have reviewed major clinical guidelines, research papers, and metabolic studies on PCOS. And one thing became very clear to me that PCOS is often misunderstood only as a reproductive condition. In reality, it frequently involves metabolism, insulin regulation, and hormonal signaling together. So, in this video, we will break down what PCOS actually is and why fat loss feels harder, and what mechanisms can be involved, and what interventions have the strongest evidence. PCOS is one of the most common hormonal conditions in women during the reproductive age, and doctors usually diagnose it using a mix of signs like irregular or missing periods, higher androgen levels, and multiple small follicles seen on an ultrasound scan. Not every woman will be having all of these PCOS symptoms because it can look very different for every woman. And some women might be having some hormonal issues, some might be having some insulin resistance problem, some might be having acne. Like it could be anything, right? So basically, PCOS is not a single problem, it's a syndrome, which means a group of related symptoms that can happen for different reasons. One of the most studied features of PCOS is insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone that helps move glucose from the bloodstream into the cells. When the body becomes less productive to insulin, the pancreas often compensates by producing more of it. Why does that matter in PCOS? Because insulin does more than just regulate your blood sugar. The higher insulin levels may also stimulate the ovaries to produce more androgens. And androgens are normally present in women, but when it is in a higher elevated stage, they may contribute to acne, facial hair, body hair growth, thinning of hair in the scalp, and irregular cycles. And this is why PCOS is often both reproductive and metabolic. These systems interact with each other, which means improving metabolism can sometimes improve PCOS symptoms. Fat loss still depends on the energy balance and the calorie deficit. That doesn't change. But with women suffering with PCOS, the process can feel really hard because PCOS may increase the hungers and craving, and it can lead to poor sleep, and it can also reduce the consistency, and insulin response can also affect the appetite and the body composition. So the formula stays the same, but the experience becomes harder. That's why just eat less is an incomplete advice. Many women, what they do for fat loss is like they simply cut the carbs, fruits, rice, and all the small treats they used to have over the day, which used to give them a little bit of pleasure of life. But yeah, sometimes this works out, and in short term, you might actually lose some weight. But this is quite difficult to sustain over the long term because your energy levels will be constantly low over the day, and your workouts will feel too weak. I think you understand what I'm trying to say here. Because right now, there is no one perfect diet for PCOS. What usually works better is like just control the calories when you need. Okay? Eating more protein, adding more fiber, reducing the ultra processed food, and having a regular meal timing can also help you a little bit. And in the long term, you should always have some consistency with your meals. So the best diet is usually the one that improves your health, and also it is easy to sustain in the long term. So here are the couple of things that actually helps. Like first thing is fat loss when needed. Let me explain. If someone is carrying excess body fat, Even small fat loss can improve their cycle regularity, insulin sensitivity, and androgen levels. Not every woman with PCOS needs to lose weight, but for some, it can help a lot. Second is strength training. Strength training can improve insulin sensitivity, build lean muscle, and support body composition. Third is the regular movement. Even simple walking, especially after meals, can help the blood sugar control. Fourth, protein and fiber. Meals with enough protein and fiber can help you feel fuller and manage the hunger better and stay consistent over the time. Fifth is better sleep. Consistent sleep helps to regulate the appetite and support insulin sensitivity. Sixth is the stress management. Stress does not really directly contribute to PCOS, but long term stress can worsen the routines and recovery, increase the cravings, and symptoms management problems. Seventh is the medical support. See, some women may benefit from treatment guided by a doctor. Like this may include the oral contraceptive, metamorphins, and fertility treatment, and symptom based support. And for many women, the lifestyle changes plus medical care works best together. Before we end, let's clear a few common myths. First myth: PCOS is only a weight problem. Not really. Women at different body weights can have PCOS. Even lean women can experience hormonal and metabolic symptoms. Myth number two is you must remove all the carbohydrates from your food. In reality, carbohydrates are not your enemy. The bigger picture is about the quality of food that you're taking and the portion size, activity, and total diet pattern. Myth number three is you can cure PCOS in 30 days. No, PCOS is usually managed but not fixed overnight, and real progress takes consistent habits over the time. Myth number four: if periods improve, everything is solved. Not always. Symptoms may improve while the metabolic issues still need attention. Myth number five: supplements alone will solve it. Some supplements may help in certain cases, but they do not replace sleep, training, nutrition, movement, and medical support from the doctor which they give. And the final point is be careful of anyone offering one magic solution for PCOS. It is complicated, and most real solutions are boring, consistent, and evidence based. If you have been feeling frustrated lately and you're like trying, your body keeps making things really hard for you, please know that feeling is very real. Many women with PCOS carry unnecessary guilt. And they think they are failing because they need more discipline and that everyone else can do, so why can't they? But sometimes the challenge is not the lack of effort. It's your body that needs a very different approach, a more informed one, a more kinder one. The good news is PCOS is manageable and things can improve, right? Your cycles will definitely improve someday. The progress can happen, not through punishment, not through perfection, but through patience, consistency. And your body actually needs is a proper care. So yeah, before leaving, if you like this video, please give a like. And if you have some kind of opinions, if you have something to more add on, please put the comments and we'll meet in the next video.